34.
We'll go after the weather.
Partly cloudy skies tomorrow night. Lows dip down to about 18. From the South Dakota State Lottery Weather Eye Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Derek Height on Dakota's Best KJAM. Currently, it's 23 degrees.
1390 KJAM Madison.
The following presentation of KJAM Sports is brought to you by Avera Orthopedics.
This is Jesse Giles. This is Nicole Brown. And this is Bulldog Basketball.
And this is Bulldog Basketball. This is Olivia Rude. And this is Bulldog Basketball.
Back over to Anna. Anna tries another three. Right side, good for Anna Theophilus. Pops it up top for Nybert. Nybert fires the three. Top of the key. It's good. Giles wants the three. Takes it. And she's got it. Rude right there for the rebound. Putback is up off the window. And good.
Hi, this is Anna Theophilus, and you're listening to Bulldog Basketball.
Euro step into the paint. Off the window and good for two. Rebound, Brown. Brown creates room inside. Puts it up. Counted and the foul. For Giles, the three right side is good. Jesse Giles with the three.
Hi, this is Ken Nybert, and you're listening to Bulldog Basketball.
Into the corner, a three for Beacon. He got it.
I'm Eric Beacon, and this is Bulldog Basketball.
Lob inside, looking for Beacon. First touchdown, low count and the foul for Aaron Beacon.
Hi, this is Jaden Yockey. Bulldog Basketball starts now.
Trying to kick it off, ball's loose. Beacon has it, puts up the shot at the buzzer, and he hits. Jackson into the front court, sees an opening, drives it off the window. Count it and the foul.
Hi, this is Jackson Yockey, and Bulldog Basketball starts now.
Jackson drives in, goes right around Porcello, and with a floater with some English. Drops in. Stop the keeper at Giles. Straight on three is in for Josh Giles.
Hi, this is Josh Giles, and Bulldog Basketball starts now.
And good evening and welcome to Chamberlain, the Chamberlain National Guard Armory here on a Tuesday night. It's Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJAM. And those of you watching our live video stream tonight at AmazingMadison.com. The now number 2 ranked Madison Bulldogs are on the road tonight to take on the Chamberlain Cubs. Matt Gross with you here as we start the Farmers Egg Center pregame show. The leaders in the field leading you up to tip-off of tonight's contest between the Bulldogs and Chamberlain. Third straight year that these teams have played during the course of the regular season. Madison came here 2 years ago and handled Chamberlain pretty well. Last year, a bit more of a battle at Madison High School for the Bulldogs. This Chamberlain team made the tournament 2 years ago, I should say. And then I think a number of people thought, well, maybe Chamberlain will be one of those teams that stops making the state tournament after the Sweet 16 switch. Well, they went to the Sweet 16, and Chamberlain still made it into the state tournament a year ago. This year's been a little more of a struggle, though, for the Cubs. 4-6 on the season. They sit out in Region 6 and are currently the 5th seed in that region. 5-6, pardon me, this year. Not 4-6, but 5-6 for the Chamberlain Cubs. They started off their season with wins over Gregory and Parkston. Then they faced Sioux Falls Christian and lost 90-38. Came back, lost a game to Spearfish after that. Got a 3-point win over Winter. They put up, Del Rapids put up another 90 points on them in a loss to Dells. Lost to, then got back-to-back wins against Cheyenne, Eagle Butte, and Todd County, but they've lost 3 in a row. Coming in here to a loss to Bonham. Bonham, by the way, at 10-1, cracked the top 5 this week at number 5 in the South Dakota Media Poll. After the loss to Bonham, it was a loss on the road to Mount Vernon Plankington, and they lost here at Miller back on the 18th by a final of 66-56. So Chamberlain in the middle of a 3-game homestand. After this, it's a 4-game road trip. They'll come to Madison on Saturday, taking part in that NEC and Dakota 12 conference clash. They'll take on Tri-Valley on Saturday. Then they've got games against Platte Geddes, Lennox, and Crow Creek. Back at home for Wagner. Then they get Roncalli and McLaughlin to round out the regular season here for this Chamberlain Cubs team. Again, 5-6 on the year. But the Madison boys coming off their first defeat of the season. Madison was dropped at home to Sioux Falls Christian on Friday last week. That was a tight game throughout. Sioux Falls Christian hit buckets and made free throws down the stretch as Madison kind of unraveled in the last couple of minutes there in the 75-63 loss. Every time Madison came back, it seemed like the Bulldogs would get down by 5 or so. They'd come and hit a couple of big baskets, maybe get to within a point or take a lead, and kind of punched their way back in, jabbing, and then Sioux Falls Christian would just come with another haymaker three, and Bulldogs could just never find any sort of cushion. Seems like they were playing from behind by like a point in that entire game to Sioux Falls Christian. The Chargers moved up to the number 1 spot, stayed undefeated with a 75-63 win. So now the Bulldogs here on the road in Chamberlain, and then they get Sisseton again on Saturday. The matchups came out. It just happened to be the way things go that the one team from the NEC that Madison played during the regular season in Sisseton is the team that they end up matching up with at that conference clash coming up on Saturday at Madison High School. So another matchup with Sisseton. And then it's a home meeting with Lennox before the Saturday the 3rd. They go down to the Sioux Falls Pentagon to take on Western Christian for the Bulldogs here. Then they round out the season with Canton, Vermilion, Dakota Valley, and Millbank. And then that'll be it for the regular season here for this Madison boys team. We lost to Sioux Falls Christian on Friday. We talked with Madison head coach Mike Rickey about that one. He didn't know at the time who the Madison will be playing in that conference clash. We found out shortly after that game who that opponent was going to be in Sisseton. But there was plenty to talk about after the loss to Sioux Falls Christian on Friday when we talked to Coach Rickey. So we've got that interview coming up for you here in just a few minutes. Remind you that our game officials, the law on the court, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Fans, players, and coaches reminded to all show the proper respect to officials who give their time to help make high school sporting events possible. Brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll hear that interview with head coach Mike Rickey that we had after the Sioux Falls Christian game. That interview next in 3 minutes. This is the Farmers Ag Center pregame show on AM 1390.
The Equifax data breach has affected over 145 million Americans. The Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection urges you to take steps to protect against identity theft. To see if you're a victim of the data breach, go to EquifaxSecurity2017.com. Then determine what steps you want to take that works best for you. Regularly request your free credit reports and inspect them closely. Beware of phishing emails and don't open messages or attachments from unknown senders. For more information, log on to consumer.sd.gov or call 800-300-1986.
We all know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to all of us. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by the Virginia Tech Transportation Institute. Call Scott Gusso at GSN Insurance today, 556-0242. No account too large or too small. We like them all.
Your local Helena and Madison offers options for nearly every input used in production agriculture, including fertilizers, seeds from Wensman and NK, crop protections, agro-intelligent precision programs, and many other producer services. Their sales reps are knowledgeable experts and provide solutions that give growers the best return on investment. And their custom applications are safe, efficient, and make sure the job gets done right. Helena of Madison is proud to support area farmers. Give the folks at Helena a call today, 605-256-3973. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge.
System of bones, joints, ligaments, and tendons choreographs your body's movement through every step, every jump, and every throw. Where you get care for your body matters. Turn to the experienced team at Avera Orthopedics, where technology and orthopedic care, sports medicine, and recovery meet to support your every move. Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
So, you got it, right? That dreaded high-interest credit card bill with all those holiday expenses finally showed up. Save yourself the stress and some serious cash. Transfer that credit card balance to a Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa today and take advantage of local servicing and rates as low as 3.9% APR. Offer good through the end of February. Rates are subject to change following a 12-month introductory period. Visit DakotaLandFCU.com for details.
Welcome back to our Farmers Ag Center pregame show on AM 1390 KJAM as the Madison Bulldog boys, coming off their loss to Sioux Falls Christian last week, are back in play tonight. They're on the road taking on the Chamberlain Cubs in Chamberlain this evening. After Friday's loss to Sioux Falls Christian, talk with Madison head coach Mike Rickey. Here's what he had to say about that big game and the first loss of the season. Up here with us, I was just saying, it seemed like you were playing from behind, granted for 4, 3, 2 points that entire game. And every time you get up to one, they'd come back and hit a 3.
That's a good sign of a good team. They got up on us right away. And you're right. It seemed like we could never get it over the hump. And, they did, I think my coaches told me they had 9 3-pointers at halftime.
Yeah.
That's just tough to overcome, man. And we were right there, 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Showed a lot of heart. I thought, we got down 10 in that second quarter early. And, and that's usually, from what I've seen with Sioux Falls Christian, that's usually when they run and make their run and start to pull away. And to our kids' credit, they kept fighting. But we expended a lot of energy. And we missed a couple of shots at the bucket, man.
Yep.
That make the difference in the game. That keep it close. Aaron missed one. And they're not missing them on purpose. I know that, but a little bit of that might have been in their legs, because they logged a lot of minutes tonight, and that's something that we've talked about is our depth. And that depth tonight, I think, came into play. I didn't go quite as deep, and I think it probably cost me in the end.
In that fourth quarter, I can't remember exactly what it was. Aaron had a trip to the free throw line, and I looked out, and I swear all 10 players were bending over on their knees. Both teams were running hard out there tonight, and both teams played last night, and kind of left it all out there here this evening. That fourth quarter, it hadn't caught up to you all season, but technical foul just flipped the game a little bit there.
Hurt us, and I addressed that at the end, and you can't have that. You show your true character when the things aren't going well for you, and that just was unneeded and unnecessary, and it really hurt us. That's a big mistake by a senior that we can't have, and those are things we have a big heart to heart about those things. But I know he's disappointed. Sure, he feels like he let his teammate down, but he's not the only one that made mistakes tonight. The kids need a break this weekend. That was a tough week between Sisseton, Dells, and tonight. And it was going to be, I knew it would be a pretty tall task to expect to win all 3, but we certainly went into each game determined to win. And Sioux Falls Christian was a little bit better than us tonight.
That was Madison head coach Mike Rickey from Friday night after the Bulldogs lost to Sioux Falls Christian at home. First loss of the year that moved Sioux Falls Christian up to number 1 in the South Dakota media poll and dropped the Bulldogs to number 8. Madison will try to start a new winning streak as they travel to Chamberlain tonight. We'll have a look at the starting lineups and tip-off from Chamberlain next. This is Bulldog Basketball on AM 1390 and AmazingMadison.com.
Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC. Some of our favorite people are animals. We think they deserve the best. We give them all the care they need. You might even say we fix your pets. The love animals cherish, tender, loving animal care. Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC.
Heartland Consumer Power District would like to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or are in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Carter Williams Insurance in Madison would like to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game and the best of luck to all student athletes at Madison High School. Project your tomorrow. Trust Carter Williams Insurance with all your insurance needs. Carter Williams Insurance is a proud supporter of the Madison community and the Madison Bulldogs. Carter Williams Insurance, your #1 Bulldog fan.
The latest technology in breast cancer screening is available close to home at Madison Regional Health System. Our new 3D mammogram provides you one of the most effective tools in the early detection of breast cancer at a lower dose of radiation than many other 3D mammograms. If you are a woman, 40 and older, it is recommended that you receive a mammogram every year. Early detection saves lives, so schedule your 3D mammogram with Madison Regional Health System. Call us at 605-256-6551.
Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel, downtown Madison, must move out remaining winter inventory. This is Dick Paulbush, and I have slash prices 50 to 75% off, and now purchase 3 sale items, and the 4th one is free. You heard me right, 4th item is free. Great selection of shoes, coats, jewelry, sportswear, sweaters, all 50 to 75% off. Shop Stan's, where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Think about all the things that go into a home: work, time, and of course money. The last thing a person should worry about is electrical problems with their home. Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service at Bob's Electric in Madison and Canova for all of your new or existing service upgrades, lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans, farm, residential, and commercial service. 24-hour emergency service only at Bob's Electric. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric. Bob's Electric, where friendly, dependable service is an assurance.
Welcome back here to Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJAM. As we wrap up our Farmers Egg Center pregame show, about ready to go here. Madison Bulldog basketball against the Chamberlain Cubs. By the way, the 2 games here earlier today, the Madison freshman boys defeated Chamberlain 39-27, while the JV boys defeated Chamberlain 51-38. The girls of Madison are at home tonight taking on Chamberlain. The freshman girls won 31-20, and the JV girls won 51-21. Home playing Chamberlain right now. We've got a video stream. There's no audio, but a video stream of that game at AmazingMadison.com. Last check in the first quarter, Madison girls were up on Chamberlain by about 8 points. So Madison got a chance to sweep 6 games here. The varsity can follow through after the freshman girls, boys, and JV girls and boys each picked up wins. Let's take a look at the starting lineups now. We'll start with the home team, the Chamberlain Cubs. 5-6 on the season. Starting at a forward is Brant Gullickson. He's a 6'2 junior, number 10 for the Cubs. At a guard is 5'10 senior Jake Mutzinger, a 5'10 senior guard, wears number 12. Also at a guard is Riggs Preeb. He's a 6-foot senior, number 20. And another guard, Carson Powers. He's a 5'11 senior, wears number 1 for the Chamberlain Cubs. For the Madison Bulldogs, starting at the guard, Josh Giles, 5'10 senior, number 3, and Nick Comas, a 6-foot junior, number 5. The forwards, Jackson Yankee, 6'3 senior, number 2, and Jaden Yankee, the 6'3 senior, number 4. Starting center for Madison, Aaron Fegan, a 6'7 senior, number 22. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. Your national anthem's coming up. We'll be back in 2 minutes on KJAM.
Downtown Madison wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck in their game. At Stadium Sports Grill, enjoy 50-cent Wing Wednesdays of both traditional and bonus wings in several flavors from 5 to 10 p.m. Plus, they have 18 flat-screen TVs, full tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has a breakfast menu on the weekends from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill is a proud supporter of the Madison Athletics and wishes the best game.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
A complex system of bones, joints, ligaments, and tendons choreographs your body's movement through every step, every jump, and every throw. Where you get care for your body matters. Turn to the experienced team at Avera Orthopedics, where technology and orthopedic care, sports medicine, and recovery meet to support your every move. Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing As-Grow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Welcome back here at AM 1390 KJAM. Madison Bulldogs and Chamberlain Cubs. We're underway. Madison wins the opening tip, and the Bulldogs set their offense in motion. Fegan with the basketball in the corner, takes a step inside, picked up his dribble, and he'll get called for the travel there. So Bulldogs turn it over on their opening possession. By the way, if you're watching us here from AmazingMadison.com, you'll notice right now the angle here for this particular side that Chamberlain will start off on offense, not the greatest. So apologies for that, but you get to see basically what I see, which is not a lot over on the left corner. Chamberlain Cubs with the basketball here as we open play. Schwenk with the basketball, bounces it into the left side, and then comes back across the baseline into the corner and got it again. Working over right side into the hands of Powers. Powers trying to go inside. It'll be taken away by Jackson Yonke and the Madison Bulldogs, and then Jackson called for a double dribble as he went down the court, tried to slow it up. And the Bulldogs turn it over on their second possession as well. So back-to-back turnovers for Madison to open the game here against the Cubs. Chamberlain will set their offense in motion. Pass top of the key. Now around over on the left side into the hands of Mutzinger. Mutzinger holds with it, goes into the corner. Powers again. Powers skips a pass into the hands of Schweck as he comes to the other side. Hits a nice cut on the inside there into the hands of Preeb. And Riggs Preeb puts it in. And the first two of the ball game goes to the Cubs. Bulldogs come the other way. Jaden sets the offense in motion for Madison. Bounces at the Giles top of the key. Right side, Jaden. Back to Josh. Down to the corner. Comas a pump fake. Steps just inside the arc. The long two is up. Rattles off the rim. No good. And the rebound pulled in by the Cubs. Riggs comes the other way. Bounce pass ahead. He was trying to go baseline with it and threw it away. So a turnover on the Cubs. Gives it here to the Madison Bulldogs. 2-0 lead for Chamberlain. Early going of this one on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Jaden fires it inside. He was looking for Fegan. Another turnover. That's 4 possessions, 3 turnovers for the Madison Bulldogs to start off this ball game. And they trail 2-0 here with a minute and a half gone by in this first. Madison coming off the big game against Sioux Falls Christian, and then a long ride and a long wait here. And it's definitely looking like a little bit of a soft legs for Madison to start off this ball game. 3-point shot from the wing left side comes up by Powers, and he hits. And it's a 5-point lead for the Chamberlain Cubs. Fegan will attack the rim, drives inside. They'll wave off the basket. He went right to the rack. Got fouled, but they'll wave that off. And it'll be Madison basketball on the side out. Foul called on Brent Gullickson, and that is his first personal, team's first as well. Jaden will inbound, lobs it up. Fegan lost a handle on it. It was a little bit too tall, but he tracked it down in the corner. And Aaron controls. Skips it left side for Jaden. Jaden sees an opening baseline, drives, drew some contact. And it'll be another blocking foul on the Cubs. So Madison basketball again on the baseline here. Bulldogs looking for their first score. They've gone 2 minutes into this game and haven't scored yet. That might be the first time it's happened this season. Madison trailing 5-0 here in the opening 2 minutes on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Cubs bring a sub in as Gullickson committed that foul, so quickly 2 on him. He's replaced by Running Horse. Basket goes inside, and Jackson Yonke off the inbounds play comes up with the 2. Cubs with a 5-2 lead now, working into the hands of Riggs. Right side for Schwenk. Schwenk top of the key for Running Horse. Running Horse steps inside. High floater is up off the window, no good. Rebound, though, comes down into the hands of Schwenk for the Cubs. Riggs at the top of the key. Passes down low. Schwenk in the block left side. Gets it away, top of the key. Running Horse swinging around to the left side into the hands of Mutzinger. Right side with 8 seconds to shoot. Around a screen now. Pulling up top of the key is Schwenk. Tries to go inside. Riggs lost it, got it back, puts it up underneath the window on the reverse lay-in. And it's 2 more points for the Cubs, who lead at 7-2 here in this first quarter. Bulldogs go inside Fegan. Fegan wraps around the defender, puts it up out the window, no good. Jackson, an offensive rebound, trying to put back. He couldn't find the range. And the Cubs come away with the rebound. Pass into the corner, goes out of bounds, last touched by Giles. And the Madison Bulldogs. So Madison basketball, Chamberlain basketball, they inbound on the sideline. Mutzinger with it, gives it away to Riggs. And now over to the left side into the hands of Carson Powers again. Back right side for Schwenk. Goes inside, finds Running Horse. Running Horse tries to wrap a pass to the baseline and throws it out of bounds. Oh, they say tipped, though, by Madison. It'll stay here with the Cubs. Basketball belongs to the Cubs with 4:44 to go in this first quarter and a 7-2 Chamberlain lead on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Inbounds pass comes to Powers. Nothing there, so he reverses it back out. Cubs with 8 to shoot. Schwenk drives in, kicks it out for a Mutzinger three from the corner. Shot was an air ball. Jaden has the rebound. Jaden throws it ahead. Jackson lobs it up. Giles with the lay-in. And the first two of the ball game to Josh Giles. And it's a 7-4 lead now for the Cubs. Schwenk trying to drive, fouled by Giles as he came in. Bulldog foul of this ball game. 4:19 to play, first quarter, 7-4. Chamberlain with the lead here at the National Guard Armory in Chamberlain. Bulldog basketball at AM 1390 as the inbounds pass comes into the corner, now to the top of the key for Carson Powers. Nice find, down low, finds Running Horse, shot no good, followed it though, got his own rebound, patiently puts up the layup. He got Fegan into the air, and then went with a little up and under move and got the lay-in, and a 9-4 lead here for the Cubs. Fegan inside, outside for Giles in the corner. Back to Aaron at the top of the key. Steps in, kicks it out. Giles open look at a three. No, it rattles around the rim and comes out. And the rebound to the Cubs. Powers swings it around between the circles to Riggs now. He gives it up and comes back down low. And we'll set some baseline screens. Now back top of the key for Schwenk. Into the corner, Powers again. Skip pass comes left side, tipped out of bounds, last touched by the Cubs. Jackson tipped it. It went off the hands of Mutzinger then and out of bounds. Bulldogs will sub Giles out of the ball game with 3:35 to go here in the first. A 5-point Chamberlain lead as Doyle Brown's going to come in for the Madison Bulldogs. Substitution for Chamberlain as well, as Cameron Caldwell, a 6'1 freshman, comes into the ball game here for the Cubs. Jaden Jackson Yankee along with Fegan, Brown, and Comas on the floor for Madison with under 3:30 to go here in this first quarter. Chamberlain up 5, 9-4. Jaden thought about the three, gives it up to Comas instead. He pump fakes on the shot beyond the arc, finds Jackson in the right corner. Skip pass back over to Comas in the corner. He wants the three this time, and he got it. Nick Comas from downtown, and it cuts the lead down to 2 at 9-7. Chamberlain with the lead here. Driving, Riggs comes in on Comas, fires up the shot off the scoreboard, no good, but a foul. And it will be 2 shots coming up from the GSN Insurance free throw line for Riggs Preeb. First free throw of the ball game brought to you by Scott Gusso at GSN Insurance of Madison. No account too big or too small. Riggs Preeb with a couple of points today. Trying to make it 2 more. And the first one rolls in on the front side. Bulldogs bring 2 new subs in as well. Tyler Tappy and Jacob Brooks coming into the ball game here as Fegan and Comas go to the bench. But the Yankees stay on with the 3 bench players, and the second Riggs free throw is good. And the lead is up to 4 again here for Chamberlain, 11-7. Jackson tries to go inside looking for Doyle. It was knocked away by Preeb, but out of bounds. And we'll stay here with the Madison Bulldogs. 2:56 to play in this first quarter, and another sub in for Chamberlain. They'll bring Jake Mutzinger back into the ball game and bring Mark Schwenk out. Bulldog basketball on the baseline. Comes into Brooks in the corner on the left side. Brooks goes top of the key for Tappy. Tappy tries to find down low to Doyle. He was late on the pass, and it's taken away by the freshman in Caldwell. Now into the right corner, back out top of the key. Preeb with the basketball. Drive inside by Powers. Puts up the shot, no good. Jackson has the rebound for the Madison Bulldogs. Madison comes the other way. Jackson gives it up to Jaden. He'll fire up the three from the wing. No good. Tappy comes flying in looking for the jump ball. He got it, but it's still going to go to Chamberlain. 2:25 to play here, first quarter. Chamberlain's led this entire first quarter. It's 11-7 right now. Bulldogs turned it over on 3 of their first 4 possessions before finally finding a little bit of flow on offense. Top of the key, Running Horse with the basketball. Finds a nice cut down low looking for Caldwell, but it was knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Jaden Yonke. Stays here with Chamberlain. As Schwenk got a brief rest, he'll come in, giving Carson Powers a breather now with 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Chamberlain basketball, they inbound underneath their own basket. Bounce pass nicely inside for Mark Schwenk, who gets the lay-in, and 13-7. The lead is up to 6 now for the Cubs. Jaden at the top of the key. On into the baseline. Brooks tried to get it inside to Brown, and it was knocked out of bounds by Caldwell. Stays here with Madison. Just under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 6-point Chamberlain lead on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Jaden will trigger the inbounds for the Bulldogs. Goes into Jaden. Jaden has it knocked out of his hands. Right back, or Jackson did. Right back to Jaden. The ball hangs on the rim for a second and then drops in. First 2 of the game for Jaden Yonke. And the lead is 13-9 now for the Cubs. Reeve at the top of the key has Jaden on him. Steps just inside the arc, kicked it back outside for Running Horse as they swing it around the arc now left side. They've done a good job running some cutters in. Here's another nice one. Caldwell off the give and go. Oh, put it up off the iron, no good. Then the rebound came down initially to Flying Horse, taken away by Tappy. He throws ahead Jackson. Jackson comes in, tries the one-hander, and it goes off the rim and out of bounds. Much to the delight of the Chamberlain fans here at home, and it'll be Cubs basketball, 13-9. Chamberlain with the lead. Jackson and Jaden check out as Fegan and Giles come back in to play along with Tappy, Brooks, and Brown here in this first quarter with 1:26 to go. 13-9. Cubs have the lead here on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Pass goes to the left side for Caldwell. Dumps it down into the quarter, finding Schwenk. Schwenk trying to go inside, finds Preeb. Preeb. Nice patient shot. Got Giles in the air, waited, and then put it up. And gets another 2 for Riggs Preeb. And with 1 minute to go here in the quarter, it's a 6-point lead again for the Cubs. Giles top of the key. Waits, finds Doyle in the middle. Doyle steps through the paint, and he'll get called. No, it'll be a foul. I think they're going to get Caldwell with a foul. Fans and Chamberlain head coach Adam Nelson were hoping for a traveling violation. Instead, the foul called on Caldwell. Preeb checks out as Powers back in here for the Cubs. Giles will trigger the inbound. Goes to the elbow, finds Brooks. Swings it around to Fegan. Fegan in the corner, open. Giles, 3. Got it. Josh Giles, second from downtown for the Bulldogs. And the lead is down to 3 at 15-12. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Chamberlain with the basketball. Pass goes left side into the hands of Mutzinger. Reverse it back to Caldwell beyond the wing. Fegan on him. Top of the key, Flying Horse. Step back 3. Straight away. Got it. Flying Horse answers the Giles 3. And it's 18-12 now Chamberlain. Shot clock is off. Madison can hold for the final shot here, and it looks like they will. Giles dribbling it out near the half-court circle. Waits with Mutzinger on him. Pass right side into the hands of the sophomore Tappy. Back to Josh, still 12 to shoot. Fegan set up on the left side. Is Josh looking to break down his man. Waits with 7, finds Aaron. Aaron looking to go inside, now into the corner for Brooks. Back out Giles, wing 3, good for Josh Giles. And the first quarter comes to an end. After 1 quarter of basketball, it's Chamberlain 18, Madison 15. We'll be back with second quarter action in 1 minute. This is Madison Bulldog basketball on KJAM.
Oh, you got it, right? That dreaded high-interest credit card bill with all those holiday expenses finally showed up. Save yourself the stress and some serious cash. Transfer that credit card balance to a Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa today and take advantage of local servicing and rates as low as 3.9% APR. Offer good through the end of February. Rates are subject to change following a 12-month introductory period. Visit DakotaLandFCU.com for details.
Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC. Some of our favorite people are animals. We think they deserve the best. We give them all the care they need. You might even say we fix your pets. The love animals cherish, tender, loving animal care. Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC.
Ready to start the second quarter here in Chamberlain on AM 1390 and AmazingMadison.com. Madison Bulldogs trail the Cubs by 3. Bulldogs with the basketball as Fegan drives baseline, kicks out behind into Brooks. Bulldogs weren't spaced well. They'll reset. Tappy, season opening, drives inside. The little runner is up. It rattles around the rim and drops in. So 2 on the dribble drive by Tyler Tappy. And the Bulldogs within 1. Now Doyle with the steal. Doyle coming the other way. Left-handed laying off the window is good. And Madison takes their first lead. Little 4-0 run here to open up this first quarter. It gives Madison a 19-18 lead. And then Doyle went for another steal and commits the foul as Riggs Pree was looking to drive towards the right side. First foul on Brown, third foul on the Bulldogs. Each team with 3 fouls. Madison here, this is their first lead in the ball game at 19-8. It comes in this opening minute of the first quarter. Around a screen comes Powers as he dribbles to the right side. Holds with it off the wing. Top of the key for Jazz Dominguez, who's checked into the ball game for the first time. Dominguez, a 6'1 junior here for the Cubs. Finds Preve out at the top of the key. Right side into the hands of Schwenk again. Powers fakes in the long 3. Got Giles to bite. Drove inside, but was cut off by Tappy. Comes back top of the key. Preve wants a 3. He finds the back iron. It falls off the rim, no good. And Tappy with the rebound for Madison. Throws it ahead for Doyle. Brown coming to the corner. Goes inside for Brooks. Brooks spins. Lost a handle on it. Taken away by the Cubs. Schwenk coming the other way. Leaves it off behind for Preve. Preve the foot up. No! It falls off the iron. No good. But Riggs Preve is fouled. And he'll head to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot 2. Foul on Madison is going to be on Tyler Tappy, and that's the sophomore's first. 4th foul on the Bulldogs. Free throw up and no good. Nick Comas comes back in for Madison, replacing Jacob Brooks. The other sophomore for Madison who comes out. Playing here in the second quarter. By the way, another big matchup in high school basketball tonight. First quarter, T area leads Sioux Falls Christian 17-14. Second free throw. Is good. I'll get it before the end here. Fegan with the rebound for the Bulldogs. He outlets ahead to Giles. Giles top of the key. Passes off right side for Comas. Comas goes in, finds Fegan. Fegan lost a handle on it. Brown picks it up in the corner. Steps inside. Floats it up from the elbow. Shot was short, no good. Long rebound tapped out to Comas. Comas from the corner. Skips it back out to Doyle. Doyle finds a wide open Tappy down low off the window. And Tyler's got a quick 4 points here in this second quarter. And Madison has run the lead to 21-18. Chamberlain still looking for their first points here in the second quarter with 6:10 yet to play. Was Schwenk, but he got cut off nicely by Brown. They'll throw it into the corner on the right side for Mutzinger. And then we're going to get an offensive foul. Moving screen, perhaps, on the Cubs. Foul on Chamberlain as Jaden and Jackson come in. The foul was on Jazz Dominguez. His first personal. And then a timeout taken by Chamberlain. 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Madison 21, Chamberlain 18. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in a minute on KJAM.
Heartland Consumer Power District would like to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or are in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Carter Williams Insurance in Madison would like to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game and the best of luck to all student athletes at Madison High School. Project your tomorrow. Trust Carter Williams Insurance with all your insurance needs. Carter Williams Insurance is a proud supporter of the Madison community and the Madison Bulldogs. Carter Williams Insurance, your #1 Bulldog fan.
Welcome back to Chamberlain in the Helena broadcast booth. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge. I'm Matt Gross. Bulldogs with the basketball following the Cubs timeout. Madison goes inside. Aaron Fegan steps through traffic and puts it in from the block on the right side. And the Bulldogs lead is up to 28-18, 23-18 now. Cubs go into the corner, trying to go baseline. Josh Giles stole it away. And he'll bring it up the court himself. Goes into the corner, finds Nick Comas looking for another three. Can't find the range on this one. It was an air ball, and it's rebounded down in the quarter by the Cubs Caldwell. And he'll hand it off to Powers now. Court. Powers comes to the baseline, got the ball, dribbled it back out to the corner. Now swinging around right side into the hands of Schwenk. Caldwell back over to Powers. Going to try the long three for the wing. Got it! Carson Powers with the three. And it cuts the Madison Bulldog lead to 2, 23-21. Giles, right side, Nick Comas with the basketball. Back to Josh. Top of the key again. Bulldogs trying to figure out a way to play this zone. Comas steps just inside the arc, fires the jump shot and hit. Nick Comas has 5. And it's 25-21 Madison. Running Horse swings it over to left side. Preeb looking to drive on Comas. Got into the paint, and they're going to call Comas for another blocking foul. Here in this game. And it'll be the 5th Bulldog foul. With 4:42 to go in the second quarter. Cubs bring Mutzinger back in as well. Inbounds pass comes in. Running Horse, and he gets called for the travel. He knew it. Turnover by the Cubs. Gives it back to the Madison Bulldogs here with 4:40 to play in this second quarter. Madison up 4, 25-21. Jaden Yonke sets the offense in motion. Jackson runs into the corner. They go inside to Fegan instead. Fegan inside off the window. Another 2. And it's 27-21. Chamberlain with the basketball right side. Left side, I should say. Preeb goes inside. Running Horse trying to battle his way on Fegan and Jaden. He's got to get rid of it. Goes into the corner. Powers, another 3! From the corner for Carson Powers. His second 3. And a couple of trips down the floor. Bulldogs inside Fegan again. Fegan looking to create traffic, and they'll say he got fouled before he made the move. He went up and got the basket. But the foul came before. We're halfway through the second quarter. Madison leads 27-24. Folks, turn to the experienced team at Avera Orthopedics, where orthopedic care, sports medicine, and recovery meet to support your every move. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics. Bulldogs, a little give and go off the inbound, right back into Aaron Fegan, who just couldn't hit from point-blank range. He thought he was bumped. And the rebound comes down to the Chamberlain Cubs. Powers. They work it around right side to Mutzinger now in the corner. Bounce pass top of the key into the hands of Gullickson, who's back in after a couple of quick fouls in that first quarter. Right side Powers, guarded by Jaden. Coming through the baseline is Preeb. He gets it, now comes around a screen. Sets the pick and roll back to Gullickson. Fires the jump shot from 10 feet and connects. Bulldogs quickly push up the floor. Fegan, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Preeb. Either a jump or a travel, and the long pass ahead to Fegan, but instead the foul on Preeb. So that's the 6th foul on Chamberlain here, so Madison will be in the bonus the rest of this half. Inbounds play right into Jackson, and an easy lay-in for the Bulldog senior. 3-point Madison lead again, 29-26. Pass goes right side here for the Cubs. Powers, who's had the hot hand, gives it up, sets a screen for Riggs Preeb. He'll step back, fire a 3 of his own, and bury it. Another 3 for Preeb. As Chamberlain is feeling it from downtown here tonight. Jaden pulls up, tries a 3 of his own, top of the key, and not no good. Fegan fights for the rebound, had it. And they're going to call a foul on Chamberlain inside. That might be on Riggs Preeb, which would be his second. It is. They can't afford to lose him, so he's got to be careful now. Aaron Fegan steps to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Brown will come in here before the shot for the Bulldogs and give Josh Giles a bit of a breather here. So Fegan to shoot 1-and-1 for Madison. First free throw attempts for the Bulldogs today. Fegan rattles out, no good. Jaden fights for the rebound, then it's off the hands of Jackson, or Fegan, I should say. And they're going to call over and back on Madison. I don't know that anybody had established a possession there on the touch. That was a loose ball. Knocked around. That's what Coach Ricky's saying. And Coach Ricky's still arguing his case, but they're not going to change their mind. Chamberlain basketball here with 2:54 to play. In this second quarter, Madison and Chamberlain are tied at 29 apiece. Around a screen comes Powers. Back behind him into the hands of Gullickson. Works it around. Into the corner on the left side now. Coming around a screen is Powers. Tries to pick and roll guy back to Gullickson. Gullickson shot up, rejected by Jackson. Jackson pulls in the rebound, and then he got fouled. And this is going to be free throws coming up for Jackson Yankee here. And another 1-on-1 opportunity for the Madison Bulldogs. Bulldog halftime show coming up for you here. And just as thought maybe we were going to get a technical foul on Nick Comas. He grabbed the ball down there and kind of winged it down the court to one official, and the other official wasn't too pleased with it. Jackson Yankee to attempt a 1-and-1 here. Free throw is up and good. Bulldogs get there first from the GSN Insurance free throw line and break the tie. It's 30-29. By the way, a 1-point lead for T at halftime at last check in that game with Sioux Falls Christian tonight. Jackson Yankee, second tier is up and good. So Jackson hits them both, and the Bulldogs back out in front by 2, 31-29. They go with full court pressure. Stepping around Jaden is Powers, and we got a whistle and a foul, I believe, going to be called. No. Yes, foul on Jaden. One kind of official kind of signal there towards the sideline. I thought maybe they were going to say he stepped out of bounds, but it was a foul on Jaden Yankee. That was the last foul to give here for the Bulldogs. So both teams will be in the bonus for the final 2:30 of this first half. 2-point Madison lead. Running Horse swings it over left side into the hands of Schwenk. Schwenk back to Powers now in the corner on the right side. Schwenk ran through a screen and then came down into the corner, grabbed the ball himself, then back to Powers. As the Cubs work it around the arc here, Madison sticking with the man-to-man defense. They come with the screen. They've had success on the pick and roll. Bulldogs Fegan covered it well. Now it's 7 to shoot. Powers drives in. Floater is up. No good. Comas with the rebound for the Bulldogs. He wants to run it up himself. Comas finds Fegan down low. Fegan steps away. Got the ball poked away from behind. Powers picks it up. Powers into the front court. Powers delivers it off into the right side. As Chamberlain will reset now. Schwenk out beyond the arc on the right side. Doyle went for the steal. Couldn't get to it. Caldwell goes into the corner. Mutzinger passes on the open three. And the Cubs reset. Skip pass. Jaden breaks it up. Yankee coming the other way. Steps to the middle. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound to the Cubs. Jaden goes for a steal. Knocks over Powers. No whistle. Yes, there was a foul. Just wasn't a loud one. Just wasn't a loud whistle, but it was a foul on Jaden. And so that's going to be free throws on the other side, or at least a 1-and-1 here for the Cubs, and a chance for Chamberlain to tie the ball game. 31-29. Bulldogs with the lead. Chamberlain to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Jaden committed his second foul. He's checking out. Giles came out as well, as Tappy and Jacob Brooks check in for Madison. 1-and-1 for Carson Powers now. Free throw on its way, and no good. Both teams have had a little bit of a struggle here from the line. Rebound came down to Doyle Brown. Jackson runs the point here for Madison with 1:17 to go in the second quarter. Left side, Tyler Tappy with the basketball into the corner for Doyle. Still looking for his first point. Skips a pass to Jackson. Lost a handle on it. Got it back before it goes over the timeline. Finds Fegan. Fegan, quarter, Brooks. Lost it trying to go up. Got it back. Stepped through a double team. Left the shot short on the layup attempt. And the rebound down to the Cubs now. Powers. Nobody on him. Pulls up. Three. Got it. And the lead back to the Cubs, 32-31. Got it to Tappy, then got it back. Steps back. He'll try to answer the three. No good. Rebound tip. Doyle's got it. Puts it up. Got fouled. And it'll be Brown stepping to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 here for Madison. Madison is 2 of 3 from the GSN Insurance free throw line here tonight. 39.6 seconds to play in the second quarter, a 32-31 lead. After Powers hit his second three of the quarter, third three, I should say, of the quarter. Free throw is up and good for Brown. Ties it up at 32 here in this second. Doyle's second free throw is up, and this one no good at the back of the iron. Brooks nearly committed a foul going for the rebound, but it's hauled in by Chamberlain. Tie ball game here, final 30 seconds of the first half. Cubs with the basketball, and about a 4-second difference between the shot and the game clock as Caldwell hands it off into the hands of Schwenk. Schwenk guarded by Brown. Back top of the key, Powers. They swing it around over to the left side. Powers comes through a screen. Jackson stays with him. They have to reverse the ball. With 10 to shoot. Top of the key is Running Horse. Running Horse looking to drive on Brooks. Goes inside, and we got a foul, I think, away from the basket. Or no, they're going to call it on Brooks. And so it'll send Running Horse to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot a 1-1. Louis Running Horse, a 6'1 junior. Free throw is up. Front end of the bonus is good. Gives the Cubs a 1-point lead, 33-32 here with 11 seconds to go in the first half. Running Horse, second free throw up and back of the iron. No good. Offensive rebound. Caldwell turns around with a putback and connects. And a 3-point lead for Chamberlain with 7 seconds to play. Pass over to Brooks. Brooks steps inside. Kicks it back out to Happy. Throws up the shot before the buzzer. No good. And the Chamberlain Cubs have a 3-point lead on the Madison Bulldogs here at halftime. 35-32 the score on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Bulldog halftime show coming up next. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Back in 3 minutes on KJAM.
The latest technology in breast cancer screening is available close to home at Madison Regional Health System. Our new 3D mammogram provides you one of the most effective tools in the early detection of breast cancer at a lower dose of radiation than many other 3D mammograms. If you are a woman, 40 and older, it is recommended that you receive a mammogram every year. Early detection saves lives, so schedule your 3D mammogram with Madison Regional Health System. Call us at 605-256-6551.
Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel, downtown Madison, must move out remaining winter inventory. This is Dick Paubush, and I have slash prices 50 to 75% off, and now purchase 3 sale items, and the 4th one is free. You heard me right, 4th item is free. Great selection of shoes, coats, jewelry, sportswear, sweaters, all 50 to 75% off. Shop Stan's, where service comes first.
Fashions and make a statement. Stan's Men's and Women's Apparel.
Think about all the things that go into a home: work, time, and of course money. The last thing a person should worry about is electrical problems with their home. Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service at Bob's Electric in Madison and Canova for all of your new or existing service upgrades, lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans, farm, residential, and commercial service. 24-hour emergency service only at Bob's Electric. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric. Bob's Electric, where friendly, dependable service is an assurance.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck in their game. At Stadium Sports Grill, enjoy 50-cent wing Wednesdays of both traditional and boneless wings with several flavors from 5 to 10 p.m. Plus, they have 18 flat-screen TVs, full tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has a breakfast menu on the weekends from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill is a proud supporter of the Madison Athletics and wishes the best of luck in the Bulldogs game.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
A complex system of bones, joints, ligaments, and tendons choreographs your body's movement through every step, every jump, and every throw. Where you get care for your body matters. Turn to the experienced team at Avera Orthopedics, where technology and orthopedic care, sports medicine, and recovery meet to support your every move. Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Welcome back to Chamberlain at halftime. The Chamberlain Cubs lead the Madison Bulldogs 35-32. Chamberlain led the entire first quarter. Bulldogs came back and took a lead right away in the second quarter. But Cubs just kept hanging around, thanks in large part to the shooting of Carson Powers, who hit 3 from beyond the arc in that second quarter, and is the only player in double figures with 11 points here at halftime. With Chamberlain at 32 each with just a few seconds left, Chamberlain got fouled, hit the front end of a free throw. And then an offensive rebound and a putback by the 6'1 freshman Cameron Caldwell for the Cubs. Gives them the 3-point lead, 35-32. Bulldogs just looked flat out of the gate, and Chamberlain has shot the lights out. So give them all the credit in the world. You know, Madison can come out and not look real enthused about playing in this game. That's one thing, but Chamberlain's got to come out and score, and come out and score they did. To 32 lead. Madison leading scorer Josh Giles, he's got 8 points in this ball game. Madison JV got the win here earlier, 51-38, while the freshman won 39-27. On the girls' side, Madison and Chamberlain girls are playing in Madison tonight. The Madison varsity last check were leading 47-27 in a game that was headed to the fourth quarter there. Some other games going on. Sioux Falls Christian has taken a 1-point lead in the third quarter on T, 43-42 is the score there in that one. So keeping an eye on that other big game here in the Dakota 12 Conference. Madison boys need to get some energy. I think that's the bottom line here. Madison subbed Doyle Brown in pretty quickly in this game, and he did give him a spark, at least to start that second quarter. He was on the floor to start the second. Got a quick steal and a layup that gave Madison the lead, and was out there trying to do what he does, which is be disruptive on defense and get some offensive rebounds, but he was the only guy rebounding offensively for the Bulldogs. Chamberlain playing the zone and being not really packing it in tight. They were giving Madison some looks down low, at least letting kind of Fegan get the ball. They were playing pretty wide with that zone, but as soon as it came inside, there was a pretty decent collapse. And the Bulldogs going to have to find a way on offense to get a little more rhythm and perhaps get out and run when this third quarter begins. We've got under 4 minutes to go here in halftime. Again, Madison trailing the Chamberlain Cubs 35-32. Let's take another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get you all set for the start of the third quarter. That's next in 3 minutes. This is Bulldog Basketball on KJAM.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing As Grow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
So, you got it, right? That dreaded high-interest credit card bill with all those holiday expenses finally showed up. Save yourself the stress and some serious cash. Transfer that credit card balance to a Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa today and take advantage of local servicing and rates as low as 3.9% APR. Offer good through the end of February. Rates are subject to change following a 12-month introductory period. Visit DakotaLandFCU.com for details.
Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC. Some of our favorite people are animals. We think they deserve the best. We give them all the care they need. You might even say we fix your pets. The love animals cherish, tender, loving animal care. Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC.
Heartland Consumer Power District would like to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or are in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Carter Williams Insurance in Madison would like to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game and the best of luck to all student athletes at Madison High School. Project your tomorrow. Trust Carter Williams Insurance with all your insurance needs. Carter Williams Insurance is a proud supporter of the Madison community and the Madison Bulldogs. Carter Williams Insurance, your #1 Bulldog fan.
The latest technology in breast cancer screening is available close to home at Madison Regional Health System. Our new 3D mammogram provides you one of the most effective tools in the early detection of breast cancer at a lower dose of radiation than many other 3D mammograms. If you are a woman 40 and older, it is recommended that you receive a mammogram every year. Early detection saves lives, so schedule your 3D mammogram with Madison Regional Health System. Call us at 605-256-6551.
Welcome back here to Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJAM. Halftime, the Chamberlain Cubs with the lead on the Madison Bulldogs, 35-32 as we get ready to start the third quarter of play here in Chamberlain tonight. Madison girls, again, up by 20 against Chamberlain at last check. That was the start of the fourth quarter. We'll have girls basketball on Thursday for you here on KJM when the Madison girls travel to T to take on the Titans. And then on Saturday, the Madison boys are going to be at home in that Dakota 12 NEC Conference clash taking on Sisseton. Will, I believe, have the basketball to start this third quarter of play. Madison sends the starting five back out onto the floor, and Coas, Giles, Jaden, Jackson Yankee, and Aaron Fegan. Chamberlain with the basketball, and a three-point lead here as we get this quarter underway. Swing the ball left side into the hands of Mutzinger. Back over right side into the Schwenk. Powers stands over in the left corner. He had the hot hand in the first half. He has the basketball now with Jaden on him. Gives it up as they work it around right side for Mutzinger again. Top of the key, Pree with the basketball. Goes left side for Schwenk. Schwenk drives, kicks top of the key for Pree with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Comes in from the left side, cut off by Comas. Steps back, lost a handle on it, fires at the jump shot, no good. Jaden pulls in the rebound, but then threw it ahead, and nobody was looking for it. Left side, Pree puts it up with the lay-in, left hand, good. And a 5-point Madison lead, 37. Chamberlain lead, I should say, 37-32. Bulldog basketball. Jaden Yankee with it, fires over to Giles, back to Jaden again. Jaden looking to drive, kicks it out. Comas, corner three is up and off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound knocked around, and it'll be picked up in the corner by the Chamberlain Cubs. They come the other way with it, top of the key for Prebe. Right side, now back up top for Mutzinger. On the left side, down into the corner, Gullickson. Coming around the screen now, here's Schwenk. Pull-up jump shot from 15, no good. Long rebound comes out, another offensive rebound to the Cubs. Inside, we're going to have a jump ball. It came to Brent Gullickson, and it'll be a jump ball. It'll go to the Bulldogs here. Madison getting beat on the offensive glass. Cubs getting lots of second chance opportunities here against the Bulldogs. Madison with the basketball. Giles finds Jaden. Back to Josh now beyond the arc. Goes inside, finds Fegan. Fegan powers it up. No, got his own rebound. Put back, yes, and one for Aaron Fegan. Said the way Chamberlain was playing this zone, Fegan was able to get the ball down low. Madison's got to keep feeding that in there until they come and start really double-teaming him, because Fegan's essentially got a one-on-one matchup if you give him the ball quickly down there in the zone. Trying to complete the three-point play, Aaron does. And it's 37-35 now, Chamberlain Cubs. Powers works it around to the right side. Mutzinger with the basketball. Out beyond the arc, guarded by Jackson. Goes back to the left side. Cubs have been very patient on offense here. I think that's maybe another thing that's kept the Madison offense from running real high tempo. Drive and a kick into the corner by the Cubs off the baseline. Now they find Prebe. Step back. He wants a hand at a three. Can't find the range. Jaden goes into the air and grabs the rebound and now runs it up into the front court. Jaden comes in left side, puts up the shot in traffic off the window, is good. And that's the first real penetration off the drive by either Jaden or Jackson we've seen here in this ball game. And it ties it up at 37. Left side for Mutzinger. Powers now over to the right side for Schwenk. Gullickson with the basketball. Bulldogs, Coma's doing a great job posting down there as now they come off. Get the hand of Pribbs, drives inside, goes on Fegan, and the foul on Aaron. Fegan went up to the air just a little bit too soon. Aaron probably has to realize he's 6'7", and Riggs Prebe is 6. So you don't need to leap that early if you want to block his shot or even alter the trajectory of it. But Prebe got him in the air. and then leaned into it and got the foul, but he can't hit the front end of the free throw. And Riggs Preeb has really struggled from the GSN Insurance free throw line here tonight. 37 apiece, 5:25 to play in the third quarter. Preeb trying to break the tie here. Free throw is up and no good, so he missed them both again. And Jaden Yankee with the rebound for the Madison Bulldogs. They come into the front court. If you're just joining us here on KJM, I'm Matt Gross. If you're just joining us online at AmazingMadison.com, three-point shot by Giles, no good, and a foul inside. We're going the other way. If you're just joining us with the video stream, I'm going to kind of apologize for the angle, but I've got the same angle you do. So we're all in this together. Kind of above the backboard a little bit here in Chamberlain at the National Guard Armory tonight from the Helena broadcast booth. Helena Madison, People Products Knowledge. Chamberlain Cubs with the ball after the foul was called on Jackson Yankee, his first personal. The Cubs offense goes inside a running horse, but a matched up against Fegan. That's not what they need. He gets out of the paint just before 3-second calls. He gave it up. Ball continues to go around the arc here for the Cubs. They find Powers, who had the hot hand early in this one. Looks to drive on Jaden, got into the paint, lost a handle going up. Comes down to Preeb. Preeb fires a pass up top, and it's going to be not over and back. Must have been touched, but they're going to get a shot clock violation on the Cubs. Well, Madison's going to get the turnover they wanted either way. Bulldogs thought it was going to be over and back for sure, but the shot clock never reset as there was no possession change, so Cubs weren't able to get it off, and the Bulldogs get the basketball. Jaden beyond the arc, drives, all went in the air, gave it up to Fegan. Fegan comes in for the block, goes back top of the key for Jaden. Straightaway three is off the front of the iron, no good, and the rebound running horse for the Cubs. Powers will walk it up slowly here for Chamberlain with about 4 minutes to go, second quarter. We're tied at 37. Basketball moving again beyond the arc as they run some baseline cuts. Powers pump fakes, gets Jaden in the air, floats it up with the left hand. No, Giles comes in and grabs the rebound for the Madison Bulldogs, runs it up the other way. He comes to Fegan. Aaron will slow, bounce pass in the corner, was looking for Jaden, knocked out of bounds by Running Horse. And it'll be Bulldog basketball. Jaden will inbound on the baseline here for the Bulldogs, but first a sub coming in as back Mutzinger and replacing Schwenk for Chamberlain. Still tied at 37 with 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Jaden will trigger the inbounds here for the Bulldogs. Looking inside to find Fegan. Inside, lost his footing. The ball goes out of bounds. Bulldogs were hoping for a trip, and no call came. Aaron attacked the basket, and the turnover on the Bulldogs. 37-37 the score as Powers comes around a screen top of the key. Jackson takes it away, went behind his back looking for Jaden, but it comes into the hands of Running Horse. Now back to Powers. Powers steps in, back to Running Horse in traffic. Puts up the shot with the right hand and connects. And the lead back to the Cubs, 39-37. Jackson with the basketball. Goes right side to Jaden, just inside the arc. Back out to Josh Giles now. Corner on the left side for Fegan. Fegan bounces in the high for Comas. Comas threw it away. Trying to go inside for Jackson, but he was double teamed. Running the break, Powers finds Preeb now. Arc on the right side. As they move it back over to the left. Low scoring third quarter here. I think Chamberlain is just fine with that. Top of the key for Running Horse. Guarded by Fegan. Fegan gives him a lot of room. He didn't take that shot. Preeb moves it over to Caldwell, the freshman, back into the game. He had a good first half. Running Horse, top of the key. Fakes, looking to drive. Got in on Giles, put up the shot. Counted, and the foul for Louis Running Horse. And with 2:47 to play in the third quarter, it is Chamberlain 41, Madison 37. Foul is on Giles, his second personal, and Jaden and Jackson both coming out as Tappy and Brown check in for Madison. Louis Running Horse, free throw up, and no good. Fegan goes high in the air and grabs the rebound for Madison. Aaron will bring it up himself, has a full head of steam, fires down low through the hands of Brown and out of play. Might have been a little hot to handle that time. Another Madison Bulldog turnover. Unforced errors here by the Bulldogs have opened the door, and Chamberlain has said, thank you very much, we'll step right through. Riggs Preeb over on the right side is guarded by Comas. As he throws into the corner, Mutzinger comes around the screen. Back corner right side, Caldwell, high arcing three is good. And it's a 44-37 lead here in the third quarter for Chamberlain. This 7-point lead, their biggest in the ball game. Nick Comas tiptoes the tight baseline, gets it back out to Fegan, tries to answer with the three, and Aaron does. Fegan with the three. Quickly ahead, Caldwell back outside. Now top of the key for Preeb. Comas got out on him well. 4-point lead for the Cubs, 44-40. They've led virtually the entire way. Caldwell left side for Mutzinger. Steps to his right, guarded by Doyle. Finds Running Horse. Now Preeb comes in from the right side on the baseline. Puts up the shot on Comas, no good. Aaron has the rebound for Madison. Fegan coming the other way. Lost a handle. Picked up by Tappy. Tappy sees an opening. He lost it right into the hands of Doyle. And Brown lays it in. 2 more for Doyle Brown off the bench. 44-42. Chamberlain's lead down to 2 after this little 5-0 run here by the Madison Bulldogs. Right side Preeb, long right corner, 3! He got it! Riggs Preeb with another from downtown. Chamberlain continues to rein him in from beyond the arc. And it's a 47-42 lead. Fegan to try to answer again. In and out, no good on the 3. Running Horse with the rebound for the Cubs. Ahead for Chamberlain. Preeb drives in right-handed. Runner in transition is good. And a 5-0 run by Riggs Preeb adds it back to a 7-point lead. 49-42 here for Chamberlain. Fegan. Right corner goes in for Doyle. Skips it out for Tappy. Tappy comes into the paint. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound to Chamberlain. Running it up across the paint is Schwenk. He'll go back out inside for Running Horse. Puts up the shot on Fegan. No good. Aaron with the rebound now, and he brings it up himself. Crosses over, attacks, drives baseline, and they'll say a foul before he got to the basket. And it will be Bulldog basketball here with 39 seconds to go in the third. 49-42, Chamberlain leading the Madison Bulldogs, who are in danger of dropping their second game in a row after an 11-0 start. Here in the third quarter, Madison still with the basketball. Inbounds pass into the corner. Jackson for a 3. No good. And waiting for the rebound was Brown. They're going to say out of bounds on Chamberlain. Well, that's touched by Mutzinger. 35 seconds on the clock here in this third quarter. Jaden to inbound again. Bounce pass in for Fegan. Fegan steps to a double team. Has it ripped out of his hands by Mutzinger. Up come the Cubs. Fegan, farther Tappy has Mutzinger trapped in the corner. He finds Preeb. Left side here for Powers. Quiet in this third quarter. Around a screen he comes. Comes in now. Kicks it out right side with 17. Chamberlain can hold for the final shot. The shot clock is off here. And they are taking their time with 10 seconds now in the third quarter. Top of the key. Nearly stolen away. Attacking is Riggs. Preeb up the window with the finger roll is good. 3 seconds. Jaden into the front court. Jaden with 1 to Jackson. 3 doesn't count. And didn't go down anyway. And the third quarter, I should say, comes to an end. After 3, it is Chamberlain 51, the Madison Bulldogs 42. We'll be back in 1 minute on KJAM.
Women's apparel downtown Madison must move out remaining winter inventory. This is Dick Ballbush, and I have slash prices 50 to 75% off, and now purchase 3 sale items, and the 4th one is free. You heard me right. 4th item is free. Great selection of shoes, coats, jewelry, sportswear, sweaters, all 50 to 75% off. Shop Stands, where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stands, men's and women's apparel.
Think about all the things that go into a home: work, time, and of course money. The last thing a person should worry about is electrical problems with their home. Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service at Bob's Electric in Madison and Canova for all of your new or existing service upgrades, lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans, farm, residential, and commercial service. 24-hour emergency service only at Bob's Electric. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric. Bob's Electric, where friendly, dependable service is an assurance.
Fourth quarter of play, Chamberlain with the basketball and the 9-point lead, 51-42 as we start the fourth quarter. Matt Gross with you here on AM 1390 and online at AmazingMadison.com from the Armory in Chamberlain. Cubs work the basketball around the arc here. They've been very patient on offense and very aggressive at cutting to the basket. And their shots from downtown have just been absolutely lights out. Pass into the corner, thrown away. Ball is kind of in between Powers and Mutzinger and goes out of bounds, and it'll be Madison basketball. Bulldogs had a lead for a little while in the second quarter. Otherwise, it has been a Chamberlain advantage the entire way. The court above the baseline in Chamberlain as the Bulldogs set their first possession of the quarter in motion and turn it over again. Bulldogs just been plagued by turnovers today. Inside for Flying Horse. And a little push from behind. Brown was coming in trying to get the loose ball. Caldwell had position, and Doyle will be called for the foul. That is going to be the fourth on Madison, second on Doyle Brown with 7:12 to play here in this fourth quarter. Still a 9-point Cubs lead. They've got the basketball. Powers will trigger the inbounds here on the baseline. Throws it into the corner left side. And back out to Mutzinger. Tappy on the floor for the Bulldogs along with Jaden Jackson, Brown, and Fegan. Flying Horse looking to drive on Fegan, but he smothers him up. Mutzinger over the right side. He's got Tappy on him. He tries to drive baseline, and did he step out of bounds? No, they're going to say a blocking foul on Tyler Tappy. And it's going to be a fresh shot clock here for Chamberlain as it had wound down to 17. Gullickson comes back in for the Cubs. As Flying Horse checks out. Inbounds pass comes to Schwenk. Gives it up to the freshman Caldwell now, guarded by Doyle Brown. Crosses over, goes left side. Schwenk drives around Jackson, leaves a late feed off, intercepted by Tyler Tappy. He throws it ahead for Brown. Brown lobs it up. I think he was looking for Fegan. Boy, that was way out the mark. Jaden came down with the rebound. Fegan stands at the baseline calling for the ball. Instead, it comes out to Tappy. Tappy with the drive. The sophomore up. No good. Got his own rebound. Put back. No. Inside. And then a foul on Tappy. And it'll be Chamberlain basketball. 6:31 to go here in the fourth. 51-42. Cubs leading the Madison Bulldogs. Giles comes in for Madison, replacing Tappy. Bulldogs will come with a little full court pressure here, it looks like. I haven't seen this a lot, but Madison will go with it now, down 9 with 6:31 to play. Riggs Preeb comes back in, replacing Jake Mutzinger for the Cubs. Preeb will trigger the inbounds here under full court pressure, and Jayden didn't get there quickly enough to try to stop Schwenk. He runs it across the timeline. Hands back to Preeb now. They set the offense in motion. Powers again, who hit 4 threes in the third quarter, had the second quarter, I should say. Had the basketball for a moment, then gave it up as they work at left side. Around a baseline screen. We'll go the other way to Preeb. Preeb looking to spin his way into the paint, lobs it up, shot no good. Jayden tips the rebound to himself and then throws it ahead for Doyle Brown. Doyle in the traffic, puts it up with the right hand and connects. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. 6:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Chamberlain 51, Madison 44. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout on KJAM.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck on their game. At Stadium Sports Grill, enjoy 50-cent wing Wednesdays of both traditional and boneless wings in several flavors from 5 to 10 p.m. Plus, they have 18 flat-screen TVs, full tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has a breakfast menu on the weekends from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill is a proud supporter of the Madison Athletics and wishes the best of luck in the Bulldogs game.
Back here in Chamberlain, 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Madison trailing the Cubs 51-44. Madison girls picked up the victory tonight over Chamberlain. 64-45 was the win tonight for the Madison girls, their second in a row. Bulldog basketball here on AM 1390, brought to you in part by the experienced team at Avera Orthopedics, where orthopedic care, sports medicine, and recovery meet to support your every move. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics. Chamberlain basketball after the Madison made basket by Doyle Brown. Pressure again by the Bulldogs. As up with it comes Power into the front court, and then a reach-in foul going to be called, I believe, on Josh Giles, which would be his third personal, team 7th. So a 1-1 now, and it'll send Carson Powers to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot the bonus. The Cubs have really struggled here from the line in this ball game. Front end of the bonus is up and good. Powers hasn't struggled. Most of the free throw attempts have been put up by Riggs Preeb, who just has seen him kind of bounce around and rattle out all night. Second free throw is up. This one good. Schwenk checks out as Gullickson back in here for the Cubs. 53-44 lead back to 9 again for Chamberlain. Ball goes into the corner for Aaron Fegan on the left side. Reverses it over to Giles. Giles lobs it inside for Jackson. Jackson drives off the window. Shot no good. And the rebound out to the Cubs. Bounce pass ahead for Mutzinger. He'll slow it up here. Certainly Chamberlain can afford to do that. Leading by 9 with 5:30 to play. Left side pass nearly intercepted, but Mutzinger gets to it before Brown for the Bulldogs. Sees an opening to the left side. Drives into the corner. Now dribbles it back out. Around right side to Powers with Jaden on him. Block here is Preeb gets the basketball. Goes into the corner for Powers. He dribbles it out now with 5 to shoot. Goes behind the back with a dribble. Fades into a three-point shot and connects. Whoa! Carson Powers. Another one from downtown. Bulldogs come ahead to Fegan. Fegan trying to tiptoe the baseline. Got fouled. 56-44. Chamberlain with the lead here. Under 5 minutes to play in this ball game. Bulldog basketball. Following that foul. Brown comes out. Nick Comas back in for Madison. Inbounds comes into Comas. Left side for Jackson now as they move it around. Finding Giles. He sees an opening. Drives inside. Ball knocked out of his hands and picked up by Chamberlain. Preeb runs it ahead. 4:45 to play. Open shot at the elbow. Chamberlain passes on it. They are going to wait. They're going to run these shot clocks down. Why not? Leading by 12. Chamberlain 5 and 6 on the year, trying to knock off the 11-1 Madison Bulldogs, and in great position to do it here. 4:28 to play in this fourth quarter. They're up 12. Riggs Preeb drives baseline. Double team comes. He kicks it out. Finds Gullickson now in the corner. Back to Preeb for a three. Missed it short. Rebound to Jaden Yankee for the Madison Bulldogs. Bulldogs will try to go quick. Bounce pass into the left corner. Finds Comas. Skips a pass out to Giles. He pump fakes. Gives it away to Jaden. Jaden attacks the basket. Puts the shot up. And it rolls around and good. And it's a 10-point lead now for the Cubs. And a timeout taken by Chamberlain as they couldn't get the ball inbounded. About 4 minutes to play here in this ball game. A 10-point Chamberlain lead, 56-46. We'll be back after another 30-second timeout. Bulldog basketball on KJAM.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
Back here in Chamberlain, we're halfway through the fourth quarter. Chamberlain leading the Madison Bulldogs 56-46. Bulldogs with Comas, Giles, Jaden and Jackson Yankee, and Aaron Fegan on the floor. Just got the two on the drive by Jaden. And now Chamberlain will inbound with the Bulldogs going with the full court press. It'll be Riggs Preeb to trigger the inbound here for the Cubs. Bounces it in, finds Powers with Jaden on him. Here comes the double team. Gets it away to Riggs Preeb, throws it ahead. And the Cubs get it across the timeline and now can use some clock. And a reach-in foul on Jackson. And it will send the freshman Caldwell now to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot a 1-1. 8th team foul on the Bulldogs, and the second on Jackson Yankee here in the ball game. 3:46 to play. Big 1-1 here for the freshman Cameron Caldwell. Free throw is up and no good. Jackson skies into the air and grabs the rebound. Now he sprints up into the front court. Leaves it off for Jaden, who pump fakes on the three. Goes into the corner for Comas. Comas back to Jaden. He wants a three this time. Knocks it down. The triple for Jaden Yankee. Full court pressure again by the Bulldogs. Beaten easily as Mutzinger runs it up into the front court. It's the ball on the wing. Bulldogs have got it down to 7 now, 56-49. Mutzinger with the basketball. Schwenk, I should say. Finds a wide open Caldwell. Nobody on him down low from the left block. Oh, he got away from everybody and got an easy two. Bulldogs find Jackson. Jaden Finds off for Fegan. Fegan puts it up and the foul inside. Off the penetration of the pass from Jaden Yankee. And a chance for a three-point play here for the Bulldogs. So even after the Caldwell 2, Madison can at least get a point back in the exchange here. 51-58, 7-point lead for Chamberlain. Fegan at the GSN Insurance free throw line buries it, and a timeout by Madison. 3:08 to play. Bulldogs have got it down to a 6-point game. 58-52, Chamberlain with the lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds again on KJAM.
A complex system of bones, joints, ligaments, and tendons choreographs your body's movement through every step, every jump, and every throw. Where you get care for your body matters. Turn to the experienced team at Avera Orthopedics, where technology and orthopedic care, sports medicine, and recovery meet to support your every move. Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
The number 2 Madison Bulldogs look sluggish out of the gate here in Chamberlain tonight. The Cubs answered by firing in three-pointers, and they lead at 58-52 and have the basketball. Here with 3:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Preeb driving on Jaden, gets across the timeline. Now cut off by Comas. The double team comes. He steps through, throws the ball down low for Flying Horse. Flying Horse flips it on back. And now they'll reset. They go back inside. And a 3-second on Chamberlain, so they turn it over early in the possession. Gives it back to the Bulldogs. They lead, or Chamberlain leads, I should say, 58-52. Madison with the basketball. Jaden picks the ball up at half court and passes away for Giles. Back to Jaden. Wants another three. No good. In the air, Jackson. Rebound. Put back up. No. And Running Horse got the rebound. Gives it away to Powers. Powers cut off by Fegan. Still got across the timeline. Throws it ahead. Finds an open Schwenk. Schwenk down to the corner for Caldwell. Caldwell wisely backs it out. Great decision by the freshman. And then a blocking foul on Jackson Yankee. And that'll send Marcus Schwenk down to the GSN Insurance free throw line. It will still be a 1-1. The final 1-1 here on the 9th team foul. 6-point Chamberlain lead. 2:30 to play in the fourth quarter. 58-52. 1-1 for the senior Mark Schwenk. Front end of the bonus is good. Knocks it down from the free throw line, brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account too big or too small. We like them all. Schwenk, second free throw up. Good. 8-point Chamberlain lead. 60-52 here. 2:30 to play. Pass quickly ahead. Comas. Comas kicks it out for Giles. Giles gave it up, got it back. Goes into the corner. Comas. He doesn't fire the three. Lost a handle on the basketball. Tries to fire for Giles. Nearly broken up. Finds Fegan. Fegan, a three. Good. And a timeout by Madison again. 2:14 to play, fourth quarter. Bulldogs are within 5. 60-55. Chamberlain leads. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KJAM.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing As Grow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Well, make sure you join us for the Mustang Seeds post-game show, brought to you by Mustang Seeds in Madison. Madison head coach Mike Rickey will join us on the post-game. We'll check some other scores from around the area as well. Full court pressure on the Chamberlain inbounds pass. Fired ahead, intercepted by Jackson Yankee. And then a foul on the Bulldogs, I believe. They're going to get Jackson. And they'll say, yes, foul on Jackson. Looked like he had the basketball maybe before the whistle came out. But it's going to be a foul on Jackson. It'll be his fourth. And it'll be 2 shots on the other side. Double bonus here for Chamberlain and Carson Powers. And a big opportunity for Powers now from the GSN Insurance free throw line. Free throw is up and good. 6-point lead again for Chamberlain. 61-55. Second Powers free throw on the way. Bang. He hits them both from the GSN Insurance free throw line. 7-point lead. Ball thrown ahead to Jaden. Nearly turned it over. Tracks it down. Fegan into the corner. Giles for three. No good. Comas fights for the rebound. Hauled in by Preeb. Preeb coming the other way. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Fegan. And the Bulldogs. Comas pleading his case. Won't get the call. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 62-55. Chamberlain leading Madison. Riggs Preeb will trigger the inbounds on the sideline. Trying to find somebody. Finds Jackson Yankee for the Bulldogs. He thought about the three. Pulls back behind him instead. Comas, corner, three. Got it! And another timeout by Madison. They're going to be down to one timeout. It's now a 4-point game. Chamberlain 62, Madison Bulldogs 58. Trying to complete the comeback here, Madison. They've got 1:51 to try to do it. We'll be back in 30 seconds again on KJAM.
So, you got it, right? That dreaded high-interest credit card bill with all those holiday expenses finally showed up. Save yourself the stress and some serious cash. Transfer that credit card balance to a Dakota Land Federal Credit Union Visa today and take advantage of local servicing and rates as low as 3.9% APR. Offer good through the end of February. Rates are subject to change following a 12-month introductory period. Visit DakotaLandFCU.com for details.
Well, the Madison Bulldogs have been chipping away at this lead for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Chamberlain hasn't made it easy. They've hit some shots, hit some free throws on the other end. The Bulldogs have just been making some threes. Jaden, Fegan, Giles now, Comas. A three-point play by Fegan as well. And they've chipped it down to 4. 62-58, Chamberlain with 1:51 to play here in the fourth quarter. Full court pressure again by the Bulldogs. They forced the turnover last time as Jackson made the steal. That eventually set up the Comas three. Cubs. Here comes the whistle now. They'll look to inbound. Throw it into the corner. Find Mutzinger. Mutzinger trapped in the corner. Needs to get rid of it. Timeout taken by Chamberlain. 1:46 to go here in the fourth. Timeout on the floor again. 62-58. Chamberlain Cubs with the lead. We'll keep it right here with you on AM 1390 and online at AmazingMadison.com. Chamberlain led the entire first quarter. Bulldogs came out, grabbed the lead early in the second. We were back and forth. Madison built up a 5-point lead. That was as big as they got. Chamberlain came back with a nice flurry right before the end of the first half to take the 3-point lead. From there, Chamberlain just kept running away from Madison. Bulldogs scored the first couple points of that third quarter, and then Chamberlain got it out to about a 7-8 point lead. We stayed there through the third. They jumped that lead out to as many as 12 here in this fourth quarter. The Bulldogs have got it whittled back down to 4 now, 62-58. Still a minute 46 to go. Madison has one timeout, Chamberlain 2. Bulldogs, 10 team fouls on Madison, 4 on the Cubs. Cubs will inbound in the corner here. Riggs Preeb will trigger the inbounds pass. Trying to find Schwenk, now trying to find Powers. Does find Powers finally. And he'll dribble it to the left side and bring it across the timeline. Chamberlain has looked to use a lot of clock. And they're every possession really in this fourth quarter. They've waited for the shot clock to run down. Still holding with it beyond the wing. Pass top of the key to the freshman. Caldwell has been very good. Hand off to Powers now. He's been outstanding. Lost the handle. Gave it up to Running Horse. Shot no good. Rebound Jaden Yankee for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs down 4. Jaden dribbles. Throws into the corner. Threw it away. The pass was wide. Comas was set up perfectly in the corner. The pass was just off the mark by Jaden. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Riggs Preebs inbounds. Powers now with the basketball. And stolen away by Josh Giles. Giles should have an easy lay-in with the right hand. Is good. And it's down to a 2-point lead for Chamberlain. Powers will run it across the timeline with a minute to go. In a 62-60 Chamberlain lead. Left side for Preeb. Comas on him man-to-man. Top of the key for Running Horse. 18 to shoot now as they work it left side for Powers. 2-point Chamberlain lead now with 13 on the shot clock here in the fourth quarter, under a minute to go. Preeb now with 9 to shoot. Drives it on Comas. Comes in on Fegan. Puts up the touch shot. No good. Jaden with the rebound. Bulldogs can tie or take the lead. Pass ahead for Jackson. Jackson into the paint. Puts up the shot off the back iron. Rolls in. And we are tied at 62. Clock running under 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Chamberlain can hold for the final shot here of this ball game, potentially, or at least in the fourth quarter. Preeb with the basketball. We're tied at 62. Bulldogs have completed a 12-point comeback, but Chamberlain has the ball and a chance to win it here before the end of the fourth. Ball's in the hands of Schwenk, guarded by Giles. Right side for Caldwell. 5 to shoot. Briggs, top of the key. Briggs drives in, puts up the shot. In and out, no good. Fegan the rebound as the time expires here in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter comes to an end, and we are tied at 62. Bulldogs complete the comeback. They tie it up, and we are headed to overtime. Player down, Caldwell down on the floor here for Chamberlain. We'll check that injury when we come back. We've got overtime in 1 minute. This is Bulldog basketball on KJAM.
Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC. Some of our favorite people are animals. We think they deserve the best. We give them all the care they need. You might even say we fix your pets. The love animals cherish, tender, loving animal care. Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC.
Heartland Consumer Power District would like to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or are in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Bulldogs.
Welcome back here to AM 1390 KJAM and online at AmazingMadison.com. 4 minutes on the clock as we are ready for overtime. Bulldogs were down 12 in the fourth quarter here to the Cubs. Came back to tie it on a Jackson Yankee drive and layup with 30 seconds left. Chamberlain came down. Riggs Preeb had a tough shot inside on Fegan, who played very good defense in the last couple of shots that Chamberlain's put up without fouling. Shot was off the rim with about a second to go, and now here we go to overtime. Jaden and Jackson Yankee along with Giles, Comas, and Fegan on the floor for Madison. Powers, Schwenk, Gullickson, Mutzinger, and Preeb on the floor for Chamberlain. Tied at 62 here, ready to start overtime. First overtime game of the season for the Madison boys. Opening tip controlled by the Bulldogs. Coming to the near side here is Madison. Jackson into the corner. Gets the basketball from Jaden. Pump fakes in the three. Steps in, kicks it out behind him, looking for Jaden. It's going to be an over and back on Madison. Another Bulldog turnover. Madison has been careless with the basketball here today. Chamberlain ball. Schwenk works it over to the right side. Into the hands of Mutzinger. Gullickson now Powers left side. He has been just automatic from downtown. Gullickson trying to post up with Fegan, but there's nothing there. Powers flashes to the paint. Drive in by Mutzinger. He kicks back out behind him to Gullickson with 15 on the shot clock. Cubs again being super patient here on offense. Right side Powers now with 10 to shoot. Guarded by Jaden. Bounces it down low, finds Preeb. Comas on him, puts up the shot in traffic and connects. Two more for Riggs Preeb. Jaden throws it ahead, finds Fegan. Fegan driving baseline after nearly losing it. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound put up and in by Jackson Yankee. Ties it again, 64 apiece here in overtime. Right side go the Cubs. They keep running those baseline cuts. They're trying to get Fegan out of the middle. Here he comes out of the help defense, but he falls back down and gets Gullickson again down on the block. Stays with him as he comes to the top of the key. Trying to post up Preeb again on Comas. No, it's going to be a three-point shot from Powers. Oh, he finally missed one. And Giles gets the rebound. Ahead to Fegan. Comes to the middle. Lays it up. Right hand is good. And the Bulldogs have their first lead of the second half. 66-64. It comes here in overtime. And a timeout taken by Coach Nelson and the Cubs. 2:26 to play in overtime. Madison 66, Chamberlain 64. Let's take a timeout with him. Back after a 30-second break on KJAM and AmazingMadison.com.
Carter Williams Insurance in Madison would like to wish the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game and the best of luck to all student athletes at Madison High School. Protect your tomorrow. Trust Carter Williams Insurance with all your insurance needs. Carter Williams Insurance is a proud supporter of the Madison community and the Madison Bulldogs. Carter Williams Insurance, your #1 Bulldog fan.
.226 to play in overtime here in Chamberlain from the Helena broadcast booth. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge. I'm Matt Gross here on AM 1390 and online. For those of you watching our video stream tonight at AmazingMadison.com. Bulldogs have their first lead since the second quarter, 66-64. It comes here in overtime. Powers at the basketball left side for the Chamberlain Cubs, guarded by Nick Comas. They've switched and put Jaden down low on Preeb. Steele coming the other way. Giles, he's been great in the second half, but he's blocked from behind and out of bounds by Schwenk. It'll stay Madison basketball with 2:05 to go in overtime. Jaden Yankee will inbound here for the Bulldogs to the right side of their own basket. Looking inside, trying to find Fegan. Lobs it up top, finds Comas instead. Nick dribbles it out between the circles, and with the 2-point lead, Madison, this is as patient as they've been here in a long time. Giles thought he might step into that three. Goes into the corner for Fegan instead. Aaron down low for Comas. Comas kicks it out. Giles straight on three is no good. Up the iron. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Running Horse. And Chamberlain, it stays with Madison with now 1:47 on the clock. Fegan will inbound here for the Bulldogs. When he inbounds, usually look for Jackson in the middle. Nope, they go outside. Now Jackson comes through a Fegan screen. Got it on the block. Lost a handle on the basketball. Picks it back up in the corner. Fires for Giles. And off his chest and out of bounds. Bulldogs were just never in control. Jackson wasn't in control. Giles wasn't in control. And the Bulldogs turn it over to the Cubs here. Chance for Chamberlain to tie it back up. Down 2. 1:30 to play here in overtime. Cubs with the basketball. Gullickson works it over to the left side. Bounce pass to Preeb. Top of the key. Goes inside. Running Horse. Battling his way on Fegan. Fades it away from 10 feet. Shot no good. Jackson with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Runs it up to the elbow. Throws it down low. Jaden off the window. Good. Great assist by Jackson Yankee. And a timeout taken again by the Cubs. 1:11 to play in overtime. Madison by 4. 68-64. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout here on KJAM.
Technology and breast cancer screening is available close to home at Madison Regional Health System. Our new 3D mammogram provides you one of the most effective tools in the early detection of breast cancer at a lower dose of radiation than many other 3D mammograms. If you are a woman 40 and older, it is recommended that you receive a mammogram every year. Early detection saves lives, so schedule your 3D mammogram with Madison Regional Health System. Call us at 605-256-6551.
Welcome back here to Chamberlain on AM 1390 KJAM. Bulldog basketball on Dakota's Best, brought to you in part by the experienced team at Avera Orthopedics, where orthopedic care, sports medicine, and recovery meet to support your every move. You can learn more at avera.org/orthopedics. Madison girls defeated Chamberlain tonight, 64-45. And the Madison boys trying to follow suit, but trying to do so in overtime here. Madison leading 68-64 with 1:11 to play in overtime. They'll go full court pressure again on the inbound. Open. Somebody fell down for Chamberlain. Now they got an inbound. They find Powers. And Powers will bring it up here for the Cubs. Hand it off to Schwenk now. Right side into the hands of Metzinger. Top of the key. Preeb for three. No good. Off the back of the iron. The rebound comes out to Giles for the Bulldog. Giles coming the other way. Nearly lost a handle on it. They're going to say he was fouled eventually by Chamberlain. And it'll be Madison basketball on the side out. Bulldogs have been riding the starters hard here in the second half. Fourth quarter and overtime. We've hardly seen anybody off the bench for Madison. Under a minute to play here in OT. Bulldogs by 4. Inbounds pass comes to Jaden Yankee. He comes across the timeline and gets fouled. And that was the last foul to give for Chamberlain. The foul came from Metzinger. And so they'll foul one more time here to get the 1-and-1. And the Bulldogs will have to hit some free throws. Jackson to inbound again. Finds Jaden. Jaden waits, no foul. He'll dribble down into the corner, drives baseline, kicks it back out for Comas. Well, if you're the Bulldogs, I don't think you mind seeing Nick Comas be the one to get fouled. And it'll send Nick to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Maybe I just put the broadcaster jinx on. I'm not sure. Comas usually a pretty sure-handed shooter for the Bulldogs. Foul was committed by Dominguez. He came in defensively, I think, just to commit those fouls. So a 1-and-1 here for Comas, leading by 4 with 44 seconds to go in OT. Front end of the bonus by Nick Comas is good. Comas had a big three late in the fourth quarter. Part of that Madison comeback. Overtime. Second free throw from the GSN Insurance free throw line by Comas is good. The junior buries them both, and now full court pressure again by the Bulldogs on the inbound here for Chamberlain. Mutzinger rushes it across the timeline with the right hand. Comes into the front court, dribbled down inside the arc, and then dribbled it back out now. Chamberlain's going to have to hurry. Riggs Preebs drives, puts it up, and one for Preeb. With 32 seconds to go, he cuts it to a 4-point game and can cut it to 3 if he hits on the free throw. Riggs Preeb had gone kind of quiet since the early fourth quarter. Big play right there, and now a big free throw here from the GSN Insurance free throw line. For the senior for Chamberlain, it's up and no good. He has really struggled from there today, as good of a shooter as he is. Ball comes across the timeline to Nick Comas. Comas will wait for the foul, and there it is. So a 4-point Madison lead, 25 seconds to go here, fourth quarter. 70-66 Bulldogs lead, and Nick Comas can bring it back to 6 again if he can hit. It'll be another 1-and-1 for Nick Comas. Comas, front end of the bonus, good. Nick Comas, 3 of 3 tonight from the GSN Insurance free throw line. One more coming up for the Madison junior. Free throw on its way, and he buries it again. Comas hitting the free throws down the stretch, trying to put this game away. Powers runs it up into the front court for the Cubs. Hands off behind him, long three. Mutzinger, no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled by the Cubs. Outside for Gullickson, out of Powers. Powers steps to his left. The lefty fires a three. Side of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound. Putback is up and down for Gullickson. And a timeout taken by Chamberlain. The lead is 4 here for Madison, 72-68. Now with 7 to play in overtime. Mustang Seeds post-game show is coming up for you next here on KJAM. So stay with us after this one. But with 7 seconds still to play, Madison Bulldogs lead it by 4. And we'll be back in 30 seconds on KJAM.
Madison must move out remaining winter inventory. This is Dick Ballbush, and I have slash prices 50 to 75% off, and now purchase 3 sale items, and the 4th one is free. You heard me right. 4th item is free. Great selection of shoes, coats, jewelry, sportswear, sweaters, all 50 to 75% off. Shop Stands, where service comes first.
Fashions that make a statement. Stands, men's and women's apparel.
Well, it's been a long game here for the Madison Bulldogs in Chamberlain tonight. Bulldogs were down 12 in the fourth quarter, made the comeback, and they've got a 4-point lead in overtime. Need to inbound it cleanly here with 7 seconds to go. Jaden bounces in, cannot inbound it cleanly. Picked up by Powers off the window, good. No timeouts for Chamberlain, though. Bulldogs don't need to inbound. Game. Final score here in Chamberlain. The Bulldogs survive 72-70. 7 seconds to go. Madison just needed to inbound the basketball. Threw it away. It was picked up by Powers. He made the layup, but Chamberlain was out of timeouts. There were only 3 seconds on the clock. Jackson Yankee wisely just held on to the basketball, wouldn't inbound it. And this one is over. Bulldogs hang on and pick up their 12th win of the season, 72-70 in overtime tonight here in Chamberlain. Chamberlain Cubs getting a big round of applause from their fans. They played a phenomenal game here against Madison, who played a great fourth quarter in overtime to get this win. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We've got the Mustang Seeds postgame show coming up next, including our conversation with Madison head coach Mike Rickey. It's all on the way in 2 minutes here on KJAM.
Mustang Seeds, your proven leader with for over 53 years. Providing top-notch service that area producers have come to expect, Mustang Seeds provides the service and products to maximize yields and quality harvest. Mustang Seeds is the best choice for having your farming operation succeed. Contact your seed expert today at Mustang Seeds 605-256-6529 or online at mustangseeds.com.
You can count on our seeds year after year, planting your future. Mustang Seeds.
Think about all the things that go into a home: work, time, and of course money. The last thing a person should worry about is electrical problems with their home. Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service at Bob's Electric in Madison and Canova for all of your new or existing service upgrades, lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans, farm, residential, and commercial service. 24-hour emergency service only at Bob's Electric. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric. Bob's Electric, where friendly, dependable service is an assurance.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck on their game. At Stadium Sports Grill, enjoy 50-cent wing Wednesdays and both traditional and boneless wings to several flavors from 5 to 10 p.m. Plus, they have 18 flat-screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has a breakfast menu on the weekends from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill is a proud supporter of the Madison Athletics and wishes the best of luck in the Bulldogs game.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities. Welcome back to Chamberlain here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJAM, and welcome into our Mustang Seeds post-game show brought to you by Mustang Seeds. Maximum potential yields with valuable services and products. Mustang Seeds, a proven leader for over 50 years. The Madison Bulldog boys survived tonight with a 72-70 win over the Chamberlain Cubs. Madison got down in this one right away, trailed the entire first quarter. Madison made a nice run to start the second quarter, a little 5-point run, gave Madison the lead. Bulldogs led till about 3 minutes to go in that fourth quarter, or in the second quarter, I should say. And that's when Chamberlain turned it on again. A big run right before halftime put Chamberlain back on top, 35-32 at the half. In the third quarter, Chamberlain again extended that lead, made it 51-42. They got the lead up to as many as 12 points in the fourth quarter before Madison started to chip away at it, tied it up at 62, and then wins it 72-70 here in overtime. Joining us on the postgame show is Madison head coach Mike Rickey.
How about that one?
Seemed like Madison came out a little flat. And they came out hitting threes all over the place. And, this was a dogfight from the word go.
You think that we came out flat?
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth.
I would agree with your assessment, Matt. I've been doing this for a long time, and you worry about games like tonight because we came off the tough game, the tough week really last week.
Right.
Sisseton, Del Rapids, Sioux Falls Christian, and the kids look at the records. They know they look at the scores. They see Del Rapids beating Chamberlain by 30. They see Sioux Falls Christian. And as a coach, you're like, that's not good.
No.
That's
and then
not
you got to
good.
get on a bus for 2 hours to get here.
You just got to be always ready to play. And all credit goes to Chamberlain. I shouldn't say that. Our kids deserve a lot of credit too. But Chamberlain, boy, they fought their tails off. They really did. They played really, really good basketball. And we didn't play our best game. Like I just told the kids, that's a great win, but a terrible game for us.
Right.
We reverted back to some things that we were doing first and second game. Defensively, we weren't very good. Offensively, we weren't very good. I don't know how many turnovers we had, but it had to be pushing 20. And I think that last play on the inbound kind of typified our whole game. I don't even know what it was. We had a play call that looked like we had guys open, and it just we threw it right to them. So, great win for us. And I tell you what, we showed some serious guts in that fourth quarter.
Absolutely. This was the first team that I can really remember. Everybody says when you play Madison, slow them down. Boy, they did it.
No.
They dictated the tempo of this game and did not let you guys run. It wasn't until the fourth quarter it seemed like that Jaden and Jackson were attacking the basket and getting there. And then that drive, I think, by Jackson ends up being what tied the game. It was the first time he got to the bucket and scored.
Yeah, it's just – and I guess I'll take some responsibility on that as a coach. I'm not a big full court pressure guy just because, we're not as deep. They're gas. You can't play that way for 4 quarters. And I think people probably watching, well, why don't you play like that for for the first 2 quarters? Well, I don't think it's possible to play at that level. But you know what? They played that way when they needed to. And, I thought we did a really good job of managing the clock. The kids did. I thought we used our timeouts well. We hit some really timely shots. We had some bad turnovers, but we didn't let that affect us. And the pressure, it didn't necessarily get to them as far as turning the ball over, but it made them play faster than they wanted to play, and it got our kids playing faster. And that's, you could just tell once we started to play that way, we got into a comfort zone. And great win.
Another little thing down the stretch, they probably had an opportunity to maybe ice this game a little bit from the free throw line and could not connect, and then they kept fouling Comas. I said it the first time they fouled him, like, oh, that's not the guy you want to foul.
No,
and he goes up and just buries 4 of them.
Yeah, I agree. They had their chances, and part of that is what we did to them. We made them expend a lot of energy in that fourth quarter, and their legs were gone because he kept his starters on the floor. You have to in those situations. I'm proud of Nick. I knew Aaron wanted the ball, and I think I could hear everybody in the crowd telling Nick to pass the ball, and he's like, nope, I want him. And he held that ball, and he stepped up the line, knocked down shots, and we needed every last one of them.
Few days off now, and then Sisseton again coming back to Madison.
And if we play like we played tonight, anybody can beat us. Anybody can beat us. And Chamberlain's a good team. They're replacing 4 really good starters from last year, and you can tell they're starting to gel a little bit. Their ball, their player movement is phenomenal. They really pass and they cut well and they play hard. And and our kids play hard too. We don't always play hard. But, boy, we played hard in that fourth quarter, and we're lucky. I'm not afraid to say it. We're lucky to leave this gym tonight with a win, but we'll take it.
I appreciate it. We'll let you leave this gym now. Thanks. We'll talk to you on Saturday.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Madison head coach Mike Rickey with us here. Just running down the numbers, Madison improves to 12-1. Leading scorer in the ballgame was Riggs Preeb, 24 points. Carson Powers, 1 for Chamberlain. For Madison, Aaron Fegan with 18 points. Nick Comas had 12. Jaden Yankee, 11. Josh Giles, Jackson Yankee each had 10. And 7 off the bench for Doyle Brown for the Madison Bulldogs. Chamberlain hit 9 of 17 three-pointers, but just 9 of 18 free throws in this ballgame. And Madison survives 72-70 in overtime. Bulldogs improved to 12-1 on the season. Madison will be at home Saturday for the NEC DAC-12 conference clash. 5 o'clock? I don't have the one in front of me for some reason. Can't find that paper right now, but I think it's about 5 o'clock. We got the schedule for you at amazingmadison.com. Madison will play Sisseton again, and we'll have it for you right here on AM 1390. Our next broadcast is the Madison girls at T on Thursday night. The girls tonight beat Chamberlain 64-45. The boys here 72-70 win in overtime for Madison. That'll wrap things up from Chamberlain. Thanks for joining us for a wild one tonight. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you Thursday from T here on AM 1390 KJAM.